Libra, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for the rest of October, and happy Venus in Libra Day. Venus finally has entered Libra, and we're also Sun in Libra, so I'm sure a lot of you could be I've been feeling these waves of love and joy and bliss, and just in my heart space. I think there's a lot of beautiful energy coming in that we're being flooded with at this time, for this rest of this month. So I hope that you take the time to really absorb all the love at your fingertips, right? It doesn't even come by way of anyone else, just the love that you can feel between you and your higher being, you and the divine. So Libra, when I explained the decks that I was going to be using for the mid-monthlies, I actually started to say, well, I'm going to do the rotation differently. So I'm going to start with Libra because we're in Libra season, and then we'll move through the rest of the air signs. I'm not sure what we'll do next, but at least for today, I'm going to be focusing more on the air signs. So Libra, the last time we spoke for your own October energies, it had a lot to do with never underestimate a Libra. I think there's a lot of rising in your own calling, feeling triumphant, feeling successful after this last solar return. So I feel like this past year really tested you, and you are now poised in a higher sense of knowing yourself. I'm hearing to thine own self be true. And that might have been this big shift in your awareness where you were more focused on other people or other situations or maybe other people's opinions. And now you're actually more focused on you, what's right for you, what's best for you. I was going to do pre-shuffled messages, and I decided I didn't want to be more of a teacher role, because when you do pre-shuffled, you're actually in a more teacher instead of just doing things live. So I am changing it up a bit from what I said in the all signs. I think there'll be pre-shuffling for the all signs. But in this particular stance, and if you're confused about what I'm saying, go to the all signs, go to the divine union. I put out some new content last week. So Libra, with that being said, let's call Spirit in. We're going to pull some divine masters and get some messages first, and then we're going to go into the overall general energy, your opportunity and challenge for the rest of the month, and what you don't see coming. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Libra. And something I'm trying to do now is put timestamps in so you can follow the flow and you can jump around if you want to go back, because I do talk a lot about different oracle decks and tarot. So just keep in mind that there are timestamps now for my readings that I'm doing. All right, what are the messages that Libra will be receiving here? What do you want Libra to know? Divine Masters, what do you want Libra to know for the rest of the month? And happy birthday. As Libra moves through the next few weeks, what do you want Libra to know? Interesting. I'm going to laugh if these are the ones that were pre-shuffled. No. Okay. One of them is, though, because I did some pre-shuffling and I was like, when you have to just, and that's the thing too, maybe some of you are switching up something pretty big in your life. Maybe it's your approach to a relationship. Oh my God, this came out too. Spirit, it's like they really want these messages that were pre-shuffled to come out, which was Joan of Arc, which I do believe that this is what you've learned this past year, is to stand up for your beliefs, even when it ruffles other people's feathers. I'm getting that. And sometimes, Libras, we like to please everybody, and we don't always put our concerns, our needs, our wants, our feelings first. So this is the card of sacred activism. Joan of Arc is standing here with her sword of truth during Libra season with Venus in Libra, saying, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. And I believe this is what you've learned this past year through the various tests that you assigned for yourself in a lot of your relationships, where it's like, I need to speak up. I need to really stand up for what I feel right now. Okay. I feel that you slayed that, did that. Now, moving forward, you're pivoting into a new solar return cycle, which is a new year of beautiful experiences, of challenges and opportunities that we go through in life. And it feels like Spirit is saying initially here to trust the process. You need to allow Spirit to it's like, let Spirit orchestrate the moving pieces of your life and just trust in their unfoldment. This is when you just need to have faith and keep the hope alive for what unfolds. It's like I'm hearing there's some big surprises in store for you for this next year. And you just need to let the universe handle it, all right? This cosmic fifth element, which is the cosmic forces that underpin our lives that we can't even explain until later. Let spirit handle things, okay? The next oracle message that spilled out are twin flames, Michael and Faith. And this is about your spiritual calling. Some of you are doing this through an actual partnership, or this is your partnership with your calling that you cannot ignore it anymore. I'm getting, for those who've been like, oh, I'm not going to do that. You know, whatever you're feeling pushed to go toward, Spirit's saying that this is the time. You're under divine protection. Some of you have a breakthrough moment where you're actually going to go for it, whatever it is, whether you're considering a big move or a change in your career or signing up for a new curriculum, a coursework. There's something around just go for it. All right, Libra? You have celestial protection through the divine orchestration. You have the divine director. And then you have Michael, who is a speaker of truth. He really is a protector energy. And then you have Faith, which is the restoration of your star energy. So then we're moving towards Saint Germain, which is the violet flame, which is about alchemy, releasing the old and making way for the new. I feel like a lot of you are right on point with where you need to be. You learn the lesson of standing in your truth and not being afraid to speak out and speak openly about what you believe in. All right, let's now move into your tarot spread. But I like that a lot. You know, a lot of you are hearing the call around a breakthrough moment in your calling, in your divine mission. And you know, whenever I see Saint Germain, it's deeply healing, deeply healing. So you're alchemizing this past year's events and you're incorporating them. And now there's some beautiful things that are about to unfold. Let's see. I feel like October, you're really poised in a beautiful energy. Let's get the overall general energy. And they said, stop. Okay. Yes, you are. I love it. I'm like, you're poised in a beautiful energy, Libra. And the overall general energy is, care to guess? The Empress. And it came out for Libra season in my all signs intro. I love it. I mean, what can you say? She carries all 12 zodiac. Libra, it's almost like you're hearing the call to take charge of all the, and when I think of all the 12 zodiac, it's basically archetypal energies of a unified field of consciousness. And the Empress is Gaia, it's abundance, it's growth. So this is nurturing self, nurturing others. I feel like October, you have the opportunity to just be in this beautiful energy where you feel nurtured, where you're nurturing other people, and you're growing in ways that maybe you never thought possible. You know, I talked on the All Signs yesterday about we've been under this deep compression, this distillation, almost like flowers being pressed in a press, and now we're in this refined soul energy. And now it's this next phase, right? The second phase is about our own expansion. Spirit, you're going full tilt. You're going all in. Your opportunity for the rest of the month. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Your opportunity is to love, to just be love. Just be love. Express it. Speak it. Feel it. Some of you are falling in love with life, with someone else. Queen of Cups and your opportunity. Keep your heart open, Libra, okay? Your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. Is it worth keeping my heart open? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think you might be a little timid about something going on in your heart for the rest of October, but you're going to trust yourself here. Now, in the near future, what you don't see coming? Ooh, the Ten of Swords. I think that there's something that you are worried about. There's almost like you're trying to... The Ten of Swords is like it's a true ending. And people get afraid when we see it because we're like, what's coming to an end? And for me, the reason why they're pulling this card out here for this time period is you may have had a lot happen in your heart in your lifetime. And you carry the pain of endings in your heart. And I feel like Spirit is calling you to trust in what's unfolding. And you're closing out a cycle that for some of you, it's this last 10 years of learning how to speak up for yourself, learning how to have healthy boundaries, learning how to not worry about the opinions of other people, being more self-reliant. Ten of Swords is the end of something in your life. I can't wait I almost want to clarify that first. Yes, they're telling me. Clarify the Ten of Swords first. There's something ending. What is this? Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords here for Libra? Oh, it's the end of indecision. We have the Two of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. The Five. Oh, whoa. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords over the Ten of Swords. No wonder they wanted me to. This is the end of... I'll just say anything that makes you feel like you're not enough, or not, you don't have enough, or you're never going to be enough, or this is the not enough. Five of Pentacles is a feeling of lack. It's a feeling of feeling down and out, feeling left out, cast aside. And it's like, you're not going to allow yourself to go to that level of consciousness anymore. That's what you've learned. You've learned how to root so deeply in your own energy, because you're showing me two aspects of self. Your earth energy, right? Because the Empress is showing up in your overall general energy, and they're highlighting your heart and grounding in that heart space so deeply that any kind of time you're like weighing two options and you used to go towards the worst case scenario, you're actually going, you know what? I am not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, because it's like you're trusting in what you're building. I mean, you're under very strong spiritual protection in your energy frequency, and you're alchemizing a limiting belief about yourself here. This is sometimes when we say, you know, I'm fine on my own. You know, you're either, some of you are coming out of hyper independence or a feeling of scarcity in your career. And when it comes up, you're slaying it. You know what? I mean, I'm capable. I'm capable of so much more than people ever thought I could be capable of. And maybe at first it was about proving other people wrong. You know, don't ever underestimate a Libra. But now it's like more become a new truth. Let's look at your Empress energy. Three of Pentacles, the Star. A star is born in the Queen of Cups. Wow, Libra. This is so solid. It's like, keep building what you're building. And what you're building is you're actually letting your heart out from its cage. This is the self-love, the self-care. This is allowing other people in, Libra, in a way that maybe you couldn't in the past because you didn't choose it. And you may be thinking, hey, I did choose love. But did you choose people who could really love you? Did you really choose people that were in their heart space that could give you what you know you needed? Or did you just do maybe what you thought other people wanted of you? I'm getting that this is about you defining your own sense of self and your life from your own divine authority. And I'm getting that your heart is melting big time the rest of October. I mean, we're in the Queen of Cups energy with this, you know, this is stepping into your star energy. Like, your wishes are coming true, Libra. And it's the wishes that make you feel so happy inside, right? It's almost like you've arrived, Libra, in this gorgeous energy, no longer feeling like a victim of circumstance. It's called true empowerment. And I think a lot of people are stepping into this timeline. Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. Wow. The Wheel and the Seven of Cups. Wow. It's almost like you have so much coming in that it's almost overwhelming. This is like, I'm overwhelmed. You know, I mean, this does feel like you're like, ah, you know, I mean, it's like your cup runneth over, Libra. There's like the divine destiny turning here, the wheel, karmic change, coming out of, you know, we've been looking at the Seven of Cups came out in the wheel with the Empress energy for the rest of the month for the collective. So Libra, I'm not surprised. It's like, You're coming out of false mask-wearing energies and experiences. And I think it's hard because of that. It's hard for you to trust again deeply in something that could really be fulfilling for you. Whatever it is, it could be a person, place, or thing. But it's like, can I trust this? Spirit's like, well, we brought it to you. Can you just enjoy it? You're like, but I was wrong so many times before. Well, you can let doubt lead the way, or you can just trust the process. You've got the divine director actually saying, this has been beautifully orchestrated just for you, Libra. Just hand-delivered, tailored to you, right? Customized to you, Libra. And you're going to doubt it. You're going to second guess it. You're going to question it. It's almost like you've had this nagging, limiting belief trailing you that you're finally saying, you know what? I know an illusion for what it is because I'll feel it inside, and this is not that. Okay? And you're looking at what you're investing in. We have 2 sevens here. We have the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So your challenge, your opportunity is to trust in what Spirit is bringing you. I'm getting it's signed, sealed, and delivered. And you're looking at it like skeptical. You're not here to fool me, are you? And I'm not seeing anybody around you just yet. You're really aligned with your heart energy, though. And you're grounding in that. I feel like, see, this is a Libra who's very discerning. All right? 8 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 4 of Cups. I think you're working really hard on moving past having doubts about long-term fulfillment. And it's almost like, well, if I knew for sure, I would just go all in. Well, Spirit's like, but that's not how we live our lives. There's nothing ever for certain in this world. You got to trust your own self. You do that, everything else will take care of itself. So I think that's what you're trying to do. You're looking at something and going, is this going to be worth it? Is this an illusion? Is this really going to make me happy? Right? Tell me. Spirit's like, well, that would spoil the fun. I think you're trying to slay a catastrophizing mentality around the situation that's unfolding in your life. All right. You're doing a hell of a lot of work to just have fun and not because you're alchemizing past stuff, right? Whenever we wrap up a solar return cycle, we're wrapping up the past year. And I think you were tested on multiple levels, Libra, in your career, in your personal relationships, to learn about really listening to your heart and having faith again and rebuilding this area of your life. This is when you have deep feelings and being afraid and timid of being truly vulnerable because you've been burned, Libra. And I think you're doing the work to come out of like that I've been burned mentality and trust again. All right? That's what it feels like. This is when we're opening up to a new situation and Spirit's like, go out, have fun, go play. And Libra's been locked away inside and I got really comfortable reading the books inside and, everything's where it's supposed to be. But then if you're not taking risks, right, to get out there, there's so much elevation going on. Yeah. I think that you've had really difficult situations when it comes to trusting love. A lot of you are putting behind you people with toxic traits that were deceptive. I mean, we've got at the bottom of the deck here. I was just curious. We have the Empress, the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Devil, the 2 of Wands. This is shadow around love, strong attachment, and being careful what you invest in. A lot of you have a new love coming in, and you just need to stay. Yeah, this is a part of your manifestation. I'm seeing this is very good. When I go deeper into this, it's like, don't let your past history spoil the fun of something divinely delivered to you, Libra. I think you're at a crossroads of investing in something heavily and not catastrophizing it or coming from this person is going to betray me or abandon me if I really let them in. Or this career is, I'm never going to make it financially. And Spirit's like, you're only going to block the energy if you go to doomsday with whatever you're dealing with in your life. This is when fear gets too loud, and you got to monitor it so it doesn't override, your own sensibilities around what's best for you, because you're under this beautiful violet flame purification of your fire energy being activated here. And I think that now you have strength of conviction in what's best for you, Libra. Let's get a inner temple oracle. Ooh, what is this? The golden thread. The golden thread. I like this card. I've pulled it before. The golden thread. This is really beautiful. You're going to get it now when I read this to you. You're going to be like, okay, I understand you, Jenna. I feel you. I feel you. That tracks. All right, hear me out. All right, Libras? Your soul had a dream to be here now, in this body, on this planet, at this time. And you have everything you need to realize your soul's destiny in every moment of every day. The golden thread is the path of your destiny. The golden thread holds the potential of all that was, is, and could be. The golden thread of your life is always available to guide you every step of the way toward your soul's deepest dream. The golden thread is woven throughout all of your life experiences. It doesn't always make sense, but with time and perspective, you can see its intricate weavings glistening back at you at the center of your life. It's never too late to follow the golden thread of your life, and you can never be too old, for the golden thread of your life is always within your reach. Whatever your soul is calling you to do will lead you to your golden thread. Wherever you most feel connected with the great spirit of life is where you'll find your golden thread. This card is here to remind you that your soul came here with a plan. A dream to be brought to life. It's time to say yes to that now. What's your soul's greatest dream, Libra? How can you act on it now? There's something around your dream and not coming from I'm never going to get it. It's like, it's fatalistic thinking for some of you around a dream that you're scared to launch. You're scared to go toward, but Spirit's saying this is meant for you. Why are you clouding it with confusion when you know it's going to make you happy? I feel like there's a lot of beautiful heart energy flowing in, and you're coming out of a confused state when it comes to matters of your heart. And when it comes to your mind, don't let your mind get the better of you, okay, Libra? That's why this Two of Swords is over the Ten of Swords. Spirit is like, you're at this crossroads where you could think the worst of your future, or just ground and nurture, right, you from day to day. This is doing all the things you need to do to stay grounded in your self-care. Queen of Pentacle energy. And also in your career. Yeah, I mean, you've suffered some disappointments here, Libra, but you got this. You got double Empress energy for the rest of the month. All right. Woo! Wow, this is nice and short and sweet. Let's get the advice. The Hierophant. Is this fear around commitment? Oh, and now we have the Ace of Swords. Ooh, you got a breakthrough moment. Some of you, this is around, wow, it's like, all right, Libra. You got the Joan of Arc energy here, okay? You got all this air energy of like, you have such a beautiful mind. It could be your worst enemy or your BFF. And Spirit is saying, make it your BFF. You're being called. It's like reporting for duty. What have you learned on the path, Libra? Take it forward. You're casting off you're shedding old skin where maybe you used to overthink everything and you used to doubt the journey. You used to doubt your destiny. And now you're aligning with your destiny. And you're like, oh, okay. But there's a part of you that you're like, really? I don't know. Like there's like this skeptical energy coming out of you. And I think your journey is to let down your guard, Libra, and try not to think the worst of your future, especially as it relates to your own success and your own grounded energy. You've been tested. I think people have really toyed with you and taken advantage of you, but you don't have to make that be your truth anymore, Libra. And it feels like that's what you're solidifying. You're closing the door to this past year and saying, you know what? Wow, learned a lot there, pivot, right? And where you're pivoting is to this beautiful depth, right, of aligning with your true destiny. A lot of you, this is around you in your spiritual path, in your sacred call, around sharing more of yourself with the world. the deeper parts of yourself. So whatever, you're considering doing, do it with everything you have. Go all in on your path at this time. Don't hold back. This is on every level, leveling up, okay? You're in true divine Empress energy, okay? So, short and sweet. I'm trying to, let me just do this. I forgot. I almost forgot. It's weird because I'm not used to doing Libra first. And that's a message right there. You're not used to leading, are you? Well, or being comfortable leading. Get comfortable, Libra, okay? Get comfortable. Let's look at what's going on with your love tea. We've got calmer waters. Okay, yeah, and some of you literally are moving into calmer waters. All right, getting rid of upheaval and leaving the drama behind. Yeah. Quiet times flowing. So if you've had a little bit of drama going on in your love life or in a connection, you're moving into calmer waters, okay? I thought I'd get it under 30. I'm trying. Well, we had a lot come out. I'll take it, Libra. It's your month. We had awareness come out, distracted or filling life with other things. You could be looking for love and dating and trying to, you might have some, if you have divine masculine that you're interested in. Now, this could be male or female persuasion. It's someone who you feel is a divine masculine. That you could have someone who's aware, that is looking for love, that is trying to find you. Awareness. Love blooms, love's wings, and exploring. Yeah, some of you have a romance that's going into full-blown feelings. There's a lot of beauty unfolding, a lot of possibilities. And some of you are deepening in your awareness. If you've been dealing with someone who has tended to fill their life with other things and you're dating, there's a new level of awareness. It could be with both of you, just trying to focus on the love itself if you've been distracted. All right. It might not even be the divine masculine. There's just a male here. It's like when we're like, no, I'm too busy for love. And Spirit's like, put some time and attention into this. I mean, it's Venus and Libra season. So, there is something moving forward for those of you in partnership around things calming down because you've been too distracted. It's time to, when you are together, be present with each other. And then we also have putting aside differences and soaring to the next level, and then testing the waters or still looking for the right one. So some of you are turning away from a situation. You're making the choice to end one thing and you're going towards something else. And it's not easy for you. But you are exploring new pathways. These are for my singles. For those of you who are in a couple partnership, I see things calming down and love really blooming for the rest of the month, okay? So stay alert, stay aware. There's a new opportunity coming in for those of you who are single. And for those you're still kind of looking for that right fit for you, and you're taking a different path in love. You could have had someone who they're just not ready for what you're ready for. And then for those of you who are in connection, if you've had recent problems, you are definitely putting aside your differences and you're devoted and you're ascending together in a deeper state of love, okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Take care, Libra. Namaste.